Messieurs, dames, ladies and gentlemen, James Creedon here with Media Watch. We're starting with Facebook and reports in France of private messages appearing in public, and Facebook saying it's not true.
That's right. They have issued a categorical denial. I suppose you could say categoric. And
you can say both.
This is it. And they're saying, look, not at all. This is the timeline. You've just got confused. It's the privacy settings for a timeline are different to the old format, whereby, well, they're not actually. But what is different is the visibility of old messages. I'll show you actually using my
probably best.
My own Facebook page. Let's take a look at the computer.
Stand by for James's secrets. Here
Right, so that's my Facebook page. And you see here on the right, I'll do a little zoom, you've got a timeline, right? So you just click on 2008 and whoop, there you go, okay. Right down to my 2008 profiles. Now if they were public back in 2008, they're still public and they're very visible, much more visible now than they used to be, because the way Facebook worked before is you just had the previous, say, 10, 12 posts that were visible, and then you had to click God knows how many times to actually get back down to 2008. Now it's much easier. In any case, yesterday there was a rumour reported by French papers that supposedly private messages that had been sent between two people on Facebook were suddenly appearing on the Facebook timeline, therefore visible by all friends, mutual or not, right? So Facebook said not at all, that's all impossible. In any case, what we can say for sure is that this is very bad publicity for Facebook, because either it's true and there was this massive privacy glitch, in which case they will have legal questions possibly to answer, and they're going to have to talk, they're going to have to explain themselves before the National Commission on News and Liberty, on Information and Liberty in France already, or it's not true, in which case the whole misunderstanding has shone the spotlight on the very complicated privacy policies or privacy settings in Facebook. It's a lose-lose situation really for Facebook.
Well, if Mr. Facebook needs to come here and explain himself, I know you will bring him to that side of the studio so he can join us. That'd be really good.
And just one final word, Mark. This same rumour happened in Finland in 2011, where Finnish users thought that they had private messages that became public. They're convinced of that. A lot of people closed down their Facebook accounts. Again, Facebook said this didn't happen. It is the timeline has been introduced. This is a cause for confusion.
It didn't finish Facebook there.
It didn't.
Okay, bad news for French newspapers.
Finish Facebook.
Bad news for French newspapers, though. We are smiling. Air France may cancel its order of newspapers for its fleet.
That's right. Now, what they're saying is in the first quarter of 2013, which isn't very far away, that they're going to introduce digital copies of newspapers, i.e. if you have a smartphone or if you have a tablet, they will give you that day's newspaper for free, right? But at the moment, they are the biggest customer, Air France, for newspapers in France. They buy 130,000 newspapers every day. And they say, look, there'll be an overlap between digital and other kinds of media. But a lot of people are seeing in this announcement that they're going to move towards digital copies in early 2013 as the death knell, really, for the rest. I'll just show you one set of figures here, Mark. Libération, 14% of their sales are Air France sales. Le Figaro, 10%. Le Monde, 11.7%. This would be a big, big, big blow to the French press.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now to the Canadian romantic.
Yes.
Seeking true love with a woman he met briefly in a cafe last year. The explanation is, of course, she's Irish, we think.
Right. Might be one of the explanations. Her long, flowing locks. In any case, this is
you
a crazy...
romantic. Get on with it, come on.
Right. Her name is Sandy... His name is Sandy Crocker. He's a 34-year-old dentist from British Columbia. He was on holidays last July in County Clare. He was with his brother, and they were in a place called Choc Bia. That's it right there. It's a little place. I actually have been to that cafe in County Clare, Ennistoyman. In any case, he was in there, and he got into a conversation for about 4 minutes with this red, brown-haired girl, mid to late 20s, 5'6", and he asked her for directions for the Cliffs of Moher. He doesn't know her name, no idea where she's from. He thinks she's the kind of girl who'd enter a shoe store and exit with brown boots, he's told the news. Right, that's very vague. And now he's gone back for a month to try to find her, and he's speaking to all the media, hoping he'll find her. Bookies in Ireland are taking bets on whether he'll manage it. I suspect she could be hiding in a basement, having dyed her hair black, because this is all a bit scary, isn't it? Kind of somebody... Or else she's going to be absolutely wowed and really impressed with his determination and his romantic streak.
And she'll get cracking dental care too.
Right, exactly.
James, we need to leave it there. Thank you very much
Thanks,
indeed.
Mark.
James Creedon with Media Watch. Stay with us. We have more news after this very short break, plus some sport and some culture. You're watching Live in Paris on France 24.